And I'm starting this video about the Paiute War in downtown Carson City, Nevada, outside the casino hotel that has never been in action for 20 years, called the Ormsby House. And the name Ormsby is a part of this war story, and that's why I'm starting the video here. By the way, this is for sale. This property looks like a perfectly good hotel with a casino attached to it, and for some reason it just sits here empty, nobody using it. So we're gonna go to a couple of sites where this Paiute War happened. It was basically a war with two battles. The first battle was in 1860 in May, and the second battle was 2 months later in 1860 in the summertime. And the first one was the Indians, and the second one was the white settlers of Nevada Territory. So I'm going to go to the first site of the first incident of this war, called Williams Station, about 20 miles from here, down Route 50 going east. Major Ormsby was one of the first militia leader in the first battle. That's why they named this casino Ormsby House. It's very strange how it's not being used. And it's never been used. It hasn't been used since the 80s. The Paiute War started just like most wars start, a dispute. The white European settlers coming into Virginia City. I'm in Dayton, Nevada right here. And moving in on all their hunting grounds and not respecting their land rights. The Paiute Indians were not very happy in 1859, 1860 with all these new people coming in. And of course, just like back east, the people didn't stop coming. And then it came to an head in 1860, where the Paiutes were really getting mad and they weren't getting anywhere negotiating. And then it blew up with the massacre at Williams Station, which is coming up. I'm going to go there next. It's about 20 miles down that way. And this is Dayton, Nevada. This is just an old settlement. It's not named after Dayton, Ohio. It's named after some guy named Dayton. And that's the old graveyard. But this is what the Paiutes, this is their land. The Carson River's down there. All this land was from the Paiute Indians for millennia. And then all of a sudden, too many people. The next key place for the Paiute War of 1860 is Williams Station. Williams Station is a stagecoach and a Pony Express stop. Right now this is the modern location. It doesn't exist anymore. There's no building. It's right between Fallon and Carson City. And this is Route 50, and this Route 50 goes all the way to Maryland. You could go to Annapolis, Maryland, just take 2,600 miles or so. And since the days of the stagecoach and Pony Express, there's a new reservoir here, which the Carson River empties into. So this is the location of Williams Station. And here's a map of situation. Right now we're right here. The Carson River comes from Carson City and goes to this new reservoir that's outside where I am right now. And Williams Station was right here. And this is where the Paiute Indians were up in Pyramid Lake, and they came down and they attacked attacked the station. And I'm going to go over there was a massacre. 13 Europeans died. And there's a marker right nearby which will describe it. 2 marker. Here is the Williams Station State Historical Marker. And it says, I'll recite it. Little known at the time, except as a stage stop, Williams Station was destined to be remembered in Nevada history as the incident that ignited the Pyramid Lake War of 1860. Williams Station was named for 3 brothers, James O., Oscar, and David Williams. It was a one-room combination saloon, general store, and stagecoach station located along the Big Bend of the Carson River, about 10 miles northeast of Fort Churchill at the time. The site is now submerged by modern-day Lake Lahontan. On May 7th, 1860, Williams Station was raided by the Paiutes. Accounts vary as to the exact details leading to the Williams Station massacre. Most accounts say that 2 young Paiute girls were abducted by the traders, held at the station, and molested. About 9 Paiute warriors went to the station, forcing 5 white men believed to be responsible for the kidnapping inside the building. Oscar Williams, David Williams, Samuel Sullivan, John Fleming, and Dutch Phil. The station was burned with all 5 men inside. Station operator and owner J.O. Williams was camping a couple of miles further up the river and thus escaped the fate of his brothers. He rushed to Virginia City to spread the news. Within no time, a militia was formed with the intent of apprehending the perpetrators. This force consisted of about 105 men, and it was under the overall command of William Ormsby. So, horrible things happened here. It's a very quiet spot. Imagine there was no reservoir here, just the river, and the Paiutes came down. Looks like there's a Navy helicopter out there. There's a Fallon Naval Air Station is nearby, and maybe doing a little training. Next stop is Wadsworth, where the first battle happened. By now, the Americans, the Europeans, were going to fight back, which is unfortunate. So the militia, formed by Ormsby, marched all the way up to here. This is the Truckee River. This is north of Williams Station, by about 22 miles. And they walked up all the way from Carson City and Virginia City out to this area. This is the Truckee River. And the Paiute Reservation is that away, and this empties into the Pyramid Lake. And this bridge wasn't here at the time in 1860. This is just a cool little pedestrian bridge that sways. Pretty beautiful scene. This is the Truckee River. Reno is about 25 miles that away, up the river. So the contingent for the militia came this way, followed the river up, and that's where they ran into the first battle, and it did not go very well for Ormsby's militia, his untrained militia. And we're going to go up to the monument, the state monument, where commemorates the first battle. The road to Pyramid Lake, Route 447 through Wadsworth. And Ormsby's men came this way. is the Truckee River. This is approximately where the first battle happened. The Paiutes were able to come over the hills here as Ormsby's men walked up this valley towards Pyramid Lake. Pyramid Lake, that direction. They walked right into it. They got ambushed. And, interesting. There's a interesting marker here with a totally faded. I don't know why. It's a state marker for the site of the two battles of Pyramid Lake. And it says, on May 12th, 1860, Northern Paiute warriors fighting to retain their way of life decisively defeated a volunteer army from Virginia City and nearby settlements. The battle began with skillful Paiute Native Indian ambush north of Nixon, and with the engagement continuing along the plateau of the opposite side of the Truckee River, almost to the present site of Wadsworth. On that day, the first day, 76 militiamen were killed, May 12th. The Paiutes only had a few wounded braves. Major Ormsby was killed with an arrow to the stomach and the face.